Tara, I want to start off by saying you were worried about the structure, and overall your delivery was spot on. Looking at, I had the honor brief for last week to see how, and I get it, you were last minute kind of speech, and it felt a little more unstructured. This week you were very spot on. You also started off recognizing that I talked about this last week, and some people may not have been here, so you did a quick recap saying, hey, and if you haven't seen it, go out there, which you should all go out. It was really good. But then also said, hey, this is part two. And you broke it into two parts, saying, hey, this is going to be the happy part. And it was. You sprinkled light humor throughout, which was really great. The structure and after the regrouping, saying, hey, we're going to have this first two part of what you can do at home, which is what I want to know. I want to go pay therapist, but you also recognize that, hey, at some point, it's okay to go talk to a therapist. With that, I also want to say, I know you were concerned about the hand gestures. I personally am always with the hands, but you did a really good job. I loved the untangling and retangling, but then also talking about the wishbone, and you used those really nice and came back to those two types of hand motions, and they really added to the speech. I really liked that. For that first part, stating the obvious, and you did it with humor. And brought in our friend Sterling, put down that pager. And you did it in a funny way. We all don't think about it. I don't know how many people I talk to all day, and they're either on their phone or doing what have you, but stating the obvious, doing it in a funny way so we remember it. And the next time we may be conscious about the fact that we are doing it. You also recognized and accepted and admitted I'm an introvert, right? I'm an introvert like so many other people, and therefore it is exhausting. It is very nerve-wracking. Being here makes you want to shake. But getting out there and doing it, you're sharing a common interest. I loved the idea about the volunteering. So you brought very good examples to help people understand, not just you can do things yourself, but these are very good things. But then also recognize that one of the things that a lot of people do are books. I'm a book person, introverts are book people, right? But you recognize that it's not the personal. Now that's the second part of sometimes you need that personal touch. And I loved how you also then recognized, I have no idea the difference between a therapist and a coach, but you gave a good example of what those are. So now I can make a more educated decision. So overall, with the structure, adding the sensitivity to a potentially downing type topic, you lightened it, you made it very educational, and I want to get out there and be able to apply many of these things. Thank you so much for sharing this. Oh, I do want to say one thing. The only thing that I really saw you might be able to improve upon is, while you had great hand motions, you did tend to stay here a lot. And even more, while you looked around, it was still very pointed here. So maybe just ever so slight movements of maybe moving to the side. But other than that, excellent speech. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you, Elizabeth.